Welcome back to another episode of How It Works. My name is Ken Baker from Green Pro Solutions, and today's episode is going to be on the Hannay Reels. The reel systems are a very simple piece of equipment. It has some neat features. One of the features is a locking system right here, where you can lock out the reel when you're traveling so the reel doesn't come unraveled. Another one here is a braking system for the lock for the reel, so it doesn't. You can adjust the drag as you're pulling it out and pulling it back in, so you can adjust that accordingly. One of the other couple features with this reel is that we have a which we call a tethered button. You can press the button. It just pulls it in. You can use it in both hands if you like. Very comfortable. The other feature we have is a remote system that we use on these reels. These two boxes right here are for that. Follow the instructions which are on the box for how to use that. This remote is used, you can pull your feet out the full length, 300 feet, 400 feet. And by pressing your buttons here, you can actually pull in the reel, let out the reel at any speed you desire. Now on this reel, if anything occurs with this remote system, there's a circuit breaker right here when you're using the remote. Now when you're using the tethered remote, you have the ability of turning it on and off, of course. And if you happen to go around a shrub or a car tire, which usually happens at times, if you have too much pull on it, it will actually reset the breaker, which the breaker's in the back of the wheel on the electrical panel clearly marked. So all you have to do is reset that, and this will reset that. This black item here isn't the antenna for the remote system. It enables you to go up to 400 feet, again, with your hose and push the remote that's with you, and it will help you, assist you pulling that hose in. You cannot create any restraint. If it gets caught around a bush or tire or just around any objects, it will blow the breaker and you'll have to walk back and reset that. Some of the maintenance issues with this is very simple. On the very sides here, you can see the swivel. That swivel head needs to be greased once a season, and you only put a very light squeeze of grease. You do not want to squeeze it in to see the grease come out the bushing. You will blow the gasket in there, and that's a very expensive part. Overall, there's another feature, which is a fold down option with rollers. You can actually put your reel through here, and it helps you protect the sides of the vehicle. It's very important that you engage and put this down into place, and this will lock into place as well with that lock I showed you. The reel itself has a quick disconnect for your gun. It's brass. You also have a valve here. You also have a valve on the bottom here as well. Which enable you to turn it on here and to shut this off to put a new gun on and put a new gun off. There's also at the high pressure manifold in the back there we talked about in an earlier episode that there's also another valve. So it gives you the convenience of starting your engine, setting your pressure, your regulator, coming over here, turning this on, having this off to change your guns. We have a convenient little male quick disconnect there that when you're done at the end of the day, you can just connect it up into there and it stores it nicely so you don't get any excess drainage. So that's the Hannay Reel here at Green Pro Solutions. Thank you for joining us for another episode of How It Works.